the Magewell Eco M.2 HDMI capture card. I picked this thing up, man, just because I was like, I want to see what this thing is, man. Because like I've been looking at NVMe drives for years, and I'm like, this shit would be so much cooler if it had some HDMI ports on it. And when I saw it,
now your dream has been answered.
HDMI RAID 0, baby. I'm telling you, the dream has come. Maybe not, but I did want to see
a little happy face, the little bracket. Ah,
yeah, okay. These things are unobtainium. All right, there's exactly one place that you would think, man. So what are we talking about? This is a M.2 HDMI dual HDMI capture card made by Magewell. So you know it's fuck you because that's why expensive. But it's got 2 breakout cables on it that you can attach to some brackets, which are not included. So I go on a search. I'm like, type in HDMI. You will find backplates, right? But they're going to have like HDMI because they're for like random video cards, you know, like people on eBay have went to like e-waste things and taken them off and put them on. One place on the entirety of the internet, Mod DIY, where you can get just an HDMI backplate and a dual, you know, for like half height or just full height. Then we got to talk about the screws.
Not the tiny little M.2 screws. There are other screws, yeah.
Nah, man, yeah, like to screw the HDMI ports into the plates. Fortunately, oh man, I was so worried about that. Like these little fucking screws, they're M305s.
Okay.
305s. I was like, yes, they just go right in. And there it is. It's you're using, this is the exact box Jordan's on right now, which is like a ITX plus Razda, and it's hanging out down here in the corner. Can't really see it, and it's got a little. I mean, it works. It does a good job.
Linux just picked it up. There's no like drivers or anything you had to worry about.
Well, let's start with the first section, x86 drivers.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So no. I gave you instructions for Debian and Fedora because you need to compile some kernel drivers. And I know as soon as you like have to compile software, no, I try to make it as easy as possible so you too can get the best message, install successfully. Not successful, but successfully.
Congratulations.
This is probably not the hottest capture card for those of you out there, the high frame rate enthusiasts, because you know it does 1080p 60. If you want to wind it up to 1440, it's only going to do 30. But I mean, it'll downscale anything that you're going to feed it. But it sure as hell beats having a bunch of dongles flopping around. If you don't like dongles, and I don't like if you need 2 capture inputs, probably a good idea. Maybe take a look at it. And you know, it's like the previous Magewell PCI Express capture card. This is an absolute steal. How much do you think these things cost retail? If you had to guess by reading your return video.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Just off the top of your head.
My initial guess was going to be like $150, but $385. I guess this is Magewell prices, right?
This is Magewell doesn't typically sell to consumer. They're a sell to, you know, like companies that are building things, you know, they're building like ingestion servers and things like that. But, you know, because there's no way to buy anything directly from Magewell, you got to get it from third party. $385. And this is like that special one too, because there's like 6 people like looking for this. Now, why would you actually look for an M.2 outside of just curiosity being neat? I talk about it in the video on Interfacing Linux. Go check this out, watch the video. And I tell you, there's logic behind this because I used as an example, like the original AMD Ryzen motherboard I bought, mid-range B series. It had 2 by 16 slots on it, a couple of PCI slots, and like a by 1. And I look at the the newer Ryzen motherboard I have of the same series. It's got a by 16 slot on it. And I'm like, well, you pop a GPU on that, you're done, man. Or if you have an ARM board, you're just going to be shit out of luck, but you might have an M.2. And these PCI Express lanes have been repurposed because you typically will have at least 2, even on a cheap board. You might be able to sneak it in. And here's the cool thing, though. Let me see. Do you remember the Magewell like buy 4 card I bought a while back.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Was
eBay.
that the one that like was not having it with fucking the motherboard for whatever reason?
No, that was the one that was like, it was to replace that. Like we lucked up because I saved up for like 2 years to get the one that we're using right now.
Yeah, it just like it didn't work on Threadripper for whatever fucking reason. Yeah,
and Blackmagic genuinely took 380 days to get back to the support ticket. And when I lucked up in the meantime, I found the Magewell quad. You know, that Blackmagic card was like 560 something bucks. The Magewell one was $899. But what happened? Your good friends at Dell, Jordan, maker of the laptop.
Yes. Dude.
They had gotten in, apparently had a project, so they had ordered hundreds of those cards to do something with. Never did anything, and they end up at, you know, the clearance electronic resellers.
Yeah.
So somebody was selling them for like $300, and I'm like, well, fuck, I'm already in for $5. I need something that works, and ended up getting that. The same things happened here. I don't know if it was Dell, but I can tell you, this shit's down to curiosity fuck around price. $68.
So some higher up at Dell has a problem with ordering Magewell products.
I don't know if this was from Dell, but they're all over eBay right now. Like, this is the guy I bought mine from, $68. How many does he have in stock after I've posted the I don't know. You have to click and find out. Now, if you're one of our interfacing Linux patrons, you got first crack at it, and I don't know why. Chrome Beta does not like
the site.
No, eBay, you get one crack at eBay and it just freezes the damn thing. So, do you know why you would want a PCI Express HDMI capture card over a USB one?
Over USB one? I guess the
yes.
idea...
Why would you want a PCI Express on an external USB one interface? Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Because you're crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like you would probably want, like, if you want to run some like fucking capture shit. I don't know. Because like what the USB capture cards, they're like not super great.
You can get good ones.
This is true.
Like the I'm Magewell shill, dude, because I know that shit works on Linux, dude.
Fair enough, right?
Oh, yeah. Go check it out. Play with it. You want what is that sound?
What sound?
I was hearing some background noise from you. Yeah.
Someone's walking upstairs, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, could have been that. So you want something like that, you know, what I point out in the video is USB is good enough for government work. Don't worry about it. Like, but at this price, if you want lower latency, better image quality, this can do it. And this gets really interesting. I don't know for why anybody would ever need it, but these are just buy 2 PCI Express Gen 2. Oh, you could stack one of these on like one of those NVMe card maker motors.
Right, yeah, one of the like one of the bifurcation or whatever. Yeah. And yeah, you could probably set up a bunch of them.
Well, you can. That's why it's got like these switches in the middle of them.
Okay.
You can have up to 4 in one system. Like, that's to assign the device ID.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Oh. If you're kind of trying to build your own TriCaster video toaster thing, this might be like a...
You could have theoretically, so what, 2, 4, you'd up to 8 inputs for fuck all reason?
Yeah, if you're... I can think of like... you know, watching a lot of Magic the Gathering YouTube, a lot of people have like complicated camera setups to like be able to look at the full table and individual people's hands and so on. So like, yeah, if you're trying to bring up something like that,
or if you need to put it on an ARM board, or if you got something like that HP Elite Desk, that little super thin mini desktop,
you need a capture card for that. And
you can put that in there and not have to worry about a dongle bound, you know, because something like that's going to be portable, and you don't want to worry about that bouncing around in your bag and all that fun stuff. So there we go. I said my piece. Go watch the video, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you don't, you know what? We can still be friends, but yeah, like and subscribe. Do the things you do.